Hey guys, I'm back with part 2 of what's in my Makeup Artist Professional Kit. The first video has all my skincare and sprays and liquid foundation. So behind me is my kit, and I'm going to show you the first 2 levels, which are eye product and eyeshadow. If I have time, I'll go into some of the other kind of like emergency things I have in my kit. So I'm going to move and let you see what's behind me. Okay, so let's go ahead and look in this first drawer right here. This is kind of like my must-have items I use really frequently. So this is actually a little packing cube that I got from TJ Maxx. I like it because it's a mesh bag. And I have in here my beauty blenders, wedge sponges, puffs. And it's nice because it kind of lets the sponges breathe if they are a little damp. And it keeps it in this nice little compact space, which like squeezes and doesn't get caught on things. So this is from Travel-On. So it's a little mesh case, and I keep all of my little sponges in there. I also keep in this little organizational, I guess, what is this from? Oh, this was a pack of FX gelatin. But I took that out, and here I just have like my pencils. So it opens up. Hopefully this thing will keep lasting. I might have to find a long-term solution. But inside here I have various pencils. I love the Makeup Forever Aqua XL liners. I love those. And then I have a whole bunch of MAC brow pencils, which I love. I use the shade Stud, Spiked, and Lingering the most. This is a dip down MAC fluid line in brown. I also have a NYX white liquid liner pen. And various pens and brow pencils in here. So I like keeping colored liners in my kit though, just in case I don't have that eyeshadow color. I can kind of use the eyeliner. And then I put on right on top, just because I use this with every client, is my Eve Pearl Salmon Concealer Trio. So good. It's really messy looking, but it works really good. And I try to clean it off, but... And then lastly in here I have my a little pencil case from Smashbox, and this contains my most used like little items, so I always use these on clients. So let's go through what's in here. I have my lash glues. I love Duo Lash Adhesive in dark. I also carry Revlon Precision Lash Adhesive because it's latex free. My Inglot Gel Liner number 77, Holy Grail Black Gel Liner. I have a Graftobian Magic Set mixing liquid, so you can use this to turn eyeshadow into liner or anything like that. I'm sorry, these things are kind of dirty. Whenever I have my pencil sharpeners in here, the little clippings get all over the place. Another lash glue. I also have a clear Duo Lash Glue. I don't use this except to put like jewels on the face, like if I'm doing an Indian wedding. I have Too Faced Shadow Insurance. Don't usually use that as much. I only use that if someone has really sensitive lids. Otherwise, I always use my Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion in Sin. This is tinted to yellow because it corrects darkness on the eyes, and it like just knocks out any discoloration. I always have a pencil sharpener. I like a good pencil sharpener, one that's not going to mess up my pencil. This is from MAC. A pair of tweezers, must have. A pair of little scissors, again a must have. Okay, see look, the little shavings from the pencil. These are from Forever 21 actually, but get a pair of cuticle scissors because you're going to cut eyelashes and you're going to cut random things. Everyone always wants to buy, everybody wants to borrow scissors. This is Graftobian Spirit Gum. I just carry it in here just in case, again, I want to stick something on like jewels or something like that. I have a little mini lash glue to go from Revlon. Again, if I need to let someone borrow one to go, don't ever throw these away. You can put these in your little bridal touch-up kits. This is where I put my most frequently used pencils. So I always have a black pencil. This is MAC Feline. I like to have a nude pencil. This is from Rimmel. Goes nicely in the waterline. And I usually keep a brown, but I guess the brown is in here. I have another lash glue from Eve Pearl. This is my favorite lash color, Preo lash color from Alcone. I use it to like stamp the lashes together, real lashes in the falsies. Clear brow gel from Anastasia. And then this is a black like paint stick from MAC, just to kind of do a quick smoky eye. And then I have a MAC paint, which I don't really use. This is in Still Life. It probably needs to just go, so I'm going to take that out. Alright, so all of this goes in this little pencil case. So what I do is I just like take it out and I set it on my little working table. And I know I have to use the liners, the lash primers, lash glue, tweezers. And it's nice to kind of keep them in one convenient space so that way you're not looking for them. So let me go ahead and put that away. And I'm going to put the brown pencil back where it's supposed to be. I do really like MAC pencils, but I think Rimmel is a great cheaper alternative if you're looking for them. Alright, so see how this fits super nice and neat in here, and if the product was loose, I've had it loose before, it just kind of like gets all over the place, so it's nice to keep it contained. So that's that top drawer. This is my second drawer, and this is eyeshadow palettes. So I'm going to show you which ones I carry and how frequently I use them. I love this Lorac Unzip palette. Like, the colors are so pretty and really on trend. I use this on a lot of brides, a lot of clients, for just a really pretty neutral kind of rosy look. Love that. This is my neutral palette that I built from using a Z palette and MAC shadows. So these are like pretty much what I use on everybody, because you need neutral shades, you need matte shades. You gotta have a good black. That's Makeup Forever, actually Makeup Geek Corrupt eyeshadow. So you have like your smoking out shades, your crease transition shades, your highlight shades, and then a few like neutral lid tones that work on everybody. So these are mainly MAC eyeshadows and Makeup Geek. And then these are 3 eyeshadow palettes from Stila, which I depod. They're like In the Light, In the Air, In the No, something like that palettes. But I really like these eyeshadows too. I don't use them as much, but it's nice to have them all in order, and they're all neutrals. Neutrals are your friend. And then down here are some Ofra little rectangular shadows, which are really fun. They fit right in that little gap nicely, so I stuck them in there. This is like my metallic, kind of a little bit more colorful palette. Again, built on a Z palette with MAC shadows. These are great colors because they're a little more fun, a little more metallic, but they're still wearable. So a lot of people want gold lids. They might want a berry lid. I have a green in there, a few like coppery tones, but I usually pair this with the neutral matte palette to kind of create a whole eye look. And these just stack on top of each other really nicely. And then I love another neutral palette is the Vizart or Viziart. This is the Basic 01 palette. This is so popular. All mattes, really great shades to use on everybody. I love using this little these orangey shades for a crease transition. These are great highlight shades. I like how they have a range. So this shade right here really works well on deep skin tones. This shade works well on fair skin tones as a brow highlight. And then you have some smoky shades to kind of create some contouring around the eye. And then I have my Z palette with my depotted Anastasia brow shade. So I put most of them in here, and it fits really nicely in this little square Z palette. If I want to use brow pattern instead of a pencil, I like to have this, and it's really convenient and small. And then I carry this little Yabby palette just in case. This is the Best of Both Worlds palette. It has a whole bunch of bright colors in it. Ooh, it's kind of getting messed up. A whole bunch of bright colors just in case shades, because I don't use bright colors as much, but just in case I have it, and it's really small and it doesn't take up a lot of room. And then in here, because I have a little bit of a gap, I have some different highlighters, liquid highlighters. I like to have a liquid because it kind of looks a little bit more natural than a powder. This is the Estee Addit Flash Illuminator. This is huge. I probably really need to depot that. This is the Skin Glossing Pencil from Nude Sticks. Really nice because it's kind of just like that classic glossy look. So you can get the glossy lid effect, a little wet skin look. And then I have like some little ones. This is like the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Opal. I think I'm going to start putting them in these kind of containers just so that way they're smaller. Okay, so those are the top 2 rows. I'm going to show you what's also on the side. I don't know if you can see it. This right here, I carry a little cheap fan I got on eBay. So if I need to dry lashes, somebody's hot, sweaty, or need to dry something, I have that. I always carry little hair clips because if you need to pin back the client's hair, it's better than a rubber band because it won't mess their hair up. Tide pen, a regular pen for contracts and stuff. I like to carry a nail file just in case. You need to have these just in case things for your clients because they will love you. And then I have Beauty So Clean sanitizing spray, as well as an Eve Pearl little spray ball with just some water in it. So that's that side. It fits nicely on these side panels. And then there's another side panel right here. So in this side panel right here, hopefully it's focused, I have a little container of like little glitters. So I like to keep them contained in a little pouch because you know glitters like to spill. I keep a hand mirror for sure so they can see themselves. I keep straws in a little Ziploc bag because that way they don't mess up your lip, all your lip work. They can just sip from a straw. A comb just in case, a lint roller, and then more pens. I can tell you how many times I've been on a shoot where they're like, I need a comb. So here's a comb. The straws come in handy a lot. The mirror, all the time. So that's part 2 of this video. Part 3 will contain, will go into my powders and my cream eyeshadows as well as my lip products. See you in part 3.